luck came in threes. The Wings were hauntingly good, and it's their legacy which now laces the faces of today's team. Sure, it's history now, but don't put it past Detroit to embrace the lessons of a bygone era. The Red Wings, #1 in the NHL this year, as they hit mile-high Denver, insisting that the heroes of the past and the hopes of today won't vanish into thin air. Tonight, the Western Conference Final Series shifts to Denver, Colorado at 5,200 feet amidst 20,000 on their feet, set to welcome the Colorado Avalanche up 2-0. It's the Detroit Red Wings clearly feeling the pressure as we anticipate excitement in Game 3. This town was founded in 1858 when prospectors found gold in Cherry Creek, and they built the town of Denver, and about a century later thought they had pure gold when they hired Don Cherry to coach the Colorado Rockies. He and Lanny McDonald were to rescue the fledgling franchise, but Arthur Imperatori, the owner from New Jersey, was bent all along on getting the team over to the state of New Jersey. The foundation never really set, and I think Don said something about his goaltending somewhere along the line. It was a marvelous time. The fans loved his dynamic style. But Ralph Mellanby, our old executive producer, realized he was best suited to be here with Ron McLean. Good evening. Don Cherry, what do you think?
Yes, well, I'll tell you that we saw Stevie Yzerman this morning. God love me, you see him out there, boy. He's a worker. He never went full out. He's given it a shot, and here he is giving it a shot. He never went full out. I hope Scotty won't put him on the power play because it'd be cold. I hope he can finish the game because it's going to be awful tough on him. The worst injury in the world to play. And where are they getting all these groins? I can't figure it out. But never mind Scotty. You remember when he was with Pittsburgh? He was down 3-1. And who the guys he's bringing up now?
He's got Jamie Pusher and Anders Eriksson going in because, as you saw, Paul Coffey's back's too bad to go tonight.
Right. Paul tried giving a shot this morning, too. He brought up Tagnanati, Stanton, and Pack, and he went on to win. Remember, he beat out Washington to win the Stanley Cup. So never count out a team of Scotty Bowman.
You've said all along that these fans listen to him. You can't see, the building's so dark, but when the players come by us, and they will in a moment, let's address first what Detroit has to do to get at Colorado.
Look, I could tell you a million things. I could tell you they got to get in, they got to hit. Let's be perfectly honest about the whole thing. Osgood's got to steal a game here. They can't go down 3-0 at Sayonara. These guys have been playing that well. He's been playing okay. Pat Roy. They got out. Everybody's saying Colorado played such a great game. They got outshot 35-20. We better get over because here comes Patrick now, and he looks like he's going to run right over top of him. And Patrick Raw is the reason that they're doing so good. He's the guy right there that they're doing it right now.
Scotty Bowman, head coach of the Red Wings, has been around great goaltending all of his life, and we asked the head coach what he would plan to do to solve Roy.
Well, obviously we've solved them up to this series. I think maybe, I don't feel our team is psyched as much as people might think, but we've been guilty when we're in close of putting the puck right at his feet, and you got to get it up top, and we've missed the net when we've tried to go high, so it's a combination of everything, but you got to get people in front of the net. I mean, we've had some good shots off face-offs. We got to drive more to the net, and if they're going to stop you from driving to the net, you got to push them around and try to get there. So that's going to be, I call it in the paint area, like in basketball. You know, that part where they take a lot of shots. We're not taking any shots from the paint.
Let's head up to the broadcast booth and get a thought on tonight's game from Harry Neal. Harry?
Well, I don't think the Colorado Avalanche defense corps has been given the credit they should in the entire playoffs, let alone these two games. And the two that have impressed me the most, Sylvain Lefebvre and Adam Foote. They're big, they're tough, they make safe plays with the puck. Watch them on the one-on-one rush. They rarely get beaten. Take a look at them in the one-on-one coverage in the defensive zone. They select the right guy and they take him out. They kind of remind me of the old-time defensive defensemen. Leo Reese, Bill Gadsby, Bernie Flaman, Bobby Bond, Jimmy Thompson. Someday when you get a minute, Ron, have Grapes tell you about those guys. They could play.
You know what, Harry? Grapes and I were reminiscing. He's planning a whole coach's corner for Saturday night's telecast based on his time spent here in that great era of 1979-80. But it's 1996 that's got Detroit worried. Up next, Game 3 of the Western Conference Final on Molson Hockey Night in Canada on CBC.
Summer sounds good, but it could sound even better. Oh yeah, the Coors Light Talking Can and Cap event. You could win the ultimate electronic playroom, a Bang & Olufsen audio system, a Sony TV, a compact Rosario, a cool phone, and a Walkman. Thousands of prizes to be won!
Look for specially marked cases or for entry without product purchase. Call 1-800-225-8255. Must be of legal drinking age.
So listen up this summer. The Coors Light Talking Can
And Cap event
sounds good.
I hear ya.
Sure, I deserve 15 mil. I hit 3 out of the park last season.
I didn't know Harry was loaded when I married him.
Molson Hockey Night in Canada on CBC. Brought to you by Molson Canadian. By Ford Motor Company of Canada Limited. And by Pepsi Stuff. People who drink it, get it.
Trail of the Stanley Cup for the next two nights were in Denver and Miami. Who'd have thought that? The Red Wings and the Avalanche Game 3 forthcoming. Here's a look at teams who've already overcome 2-0 deficits in the 1996 Stanley Cup playoffs. The Pittsburgh Penguins were down 0-2 to the Washington Capitals, and the New York Rangers fell into a similar hole, losing twice at Madison Square Garden before defeating the Canadiens. We're set for Game 3. Let's take you back to the booth. Bob Cole and Harry Neal. Bob?
Thank you, Ron, and good evening, everybody. We are set for Game 3 here at the McNichols Sports Arena. The goaltenders, Chris Osgood. Well, I think the time is now for the 23-year-old to step up and win one for the Wings. He's done it before. It's almost a must tonight. It's been 74 minutes and 27 seconds now since Paul Coffey scored in Game 1. Patrick has been perfect since. The referee right there, Terry Gregson. And working along with him, Kevin Collins and Jerry Gauthier. And the starters for Colorado, Lefebvre, Ozelich, Kaminsky, Forsberg, Lemieux for Detroit. Lidstrom and Ramsey, Fedorov, McCarty, and Yzerman up front. We are underway. Detroit down 2-0. They know it. Everybody in Detroit knows it. Osgood knows it. Yzerman knew it. So he said, I'm going to dress tonight.
Well, Steve Yzerman hopefully will give the Red Wings a shot in the arm offensively. They've really gone to sleep in the goals for department in the last 5 games. 9 goals for, and 4 of them in one game. And no forward has scored since the second round.
Face off to the left of Osgood. The first shot, he didn't see it. It hit him. Fell to his feet. Red Wings pick it up and clear it out quickly down the ice. Ozelich back. He's along the boards. He loves to get going. A lead pass. Nearly got through for right off the bat. Bumping in front of the net. Just inside the line. And the crowd here, this is something. It's 16,061. That's all could get in. Boy, are they alive.
Peter Forsberg throws the first check of the game. The Red Wings have dressed 7 defensemen tonight. Pusher and Eriksson are making their NHL playoff debuts. Both of them played most of the season in Adirondack in the American Hockey League, and only 11 forwards. And with Yzerman a maybe, how long it can last, this is a bit of a gamble by Scotty Bowman.
That's Joe Sakic with the puck now. Young is number 48. Can't hang on to it. Larionov stopping at center ice. Nearly gave it away to Sakic. Colorado picking it up between the two blue lines again, and the first penalty of the game has been called by Terry Gregson as Colorado was on the rush, breaking up the rush by Detroit between the two blue lines. That's something that Scotty Bowman says we have to get away from, giving the puck away in the center ice area. Sakic gets the first penalty.
And it's an interference call. Not uncommon for a referee to call an early penalty. Let both teams know he's not going to put up with any shenanigans. And here's a look at it right here. 19. Sakic gets in the way of Konstantinov right there, who was trying to get back and take the rush on. So the Wings get an early power play. And Mark Crawford knows very well being up 2-0 doesn't mean you're going to win. He said, I warn my players, beware of fate. It loves to take advantage of anyone who believes in it.
The Detroit power play has been, let's face it, awful in the series. 1-for-11. Detroit moving up. First power play in the hockey game. Sakic off. Lidstrom on the boards, missed it. It was hit high, gone by him down the ice. That's Fedorov. Coming out with Yzerman on the move to the right. Larionov sweeping away at center. He comes up to the line. Is stopped there. Got it again, but they're offside. Cicerelli couldn't hang on. At the blue line, he went in.
Well, Mark Crawford, seeing no need to make any kind of a change for a health or an ability viewpoint, goes with the 6 defensemen. I've really liked the way the 6 of them have played. And the 4 lines, although he leans heavily on the first 3, you'll see Reichel and Clem in there periodically.
30 seconds gone in the penalty to Joe Sakic. Colorado just underway. Minute and a half into the first period. Backing up for Colorado. Alexei Gusarov finds the opening, down it goes. Lidstrom takes a hit. Keane in there to nail him. Fedorov dumped it in back to the net. Lidstrom will keep it in with a high shot knocked down by Cicerelli. Got it back to the line again. Fedorov and Lidstrom. Back to Fedorov. Again, a weak shot in, wide of the net. Now Lidstrom. Fedorov, let her go. It's deflected and wide of the goal and chopped away. Osgood stopping it. 45 seconds left in the penalty. Power play Detroit, looking for the first goal. They won't find it on that rush. Broken up by John Clem and sent in deep again. Fetisov coming out. Right wing pass. Primo down the boards. Cuts to the center. And the shot by Konstantinov is wide. Kozlov leaving it for Primo to Kozlov. He'll go back to the line. Fetisov, make the shot. Now he lets it go. And that's just wide. Cleared outside the line. 8 seconds left in the penalty to Joe Sakic. They've killed it off. Kozlov dumped it back of the net. Sakic is on the ice up near center. And the Avalanche drop it back to him. Sakic setting it up. No shot, though, from that side by Foot. He came in to take the pass from Sakic. They keep it in. Detroit hanging on now. Weak shot tipped away by Osgood. Kamensky back of the goal. Can't get it out front. And it's cleared high on the glass, down the ice. It'll be cleared back out by Waugh. No icing. Lidstrom picking it up. That's icing against Colorado. No score nearing the 4-minute mark.
96 WinStar. Who was talking? I get a do-over.
In golf, it's called a mulligan.
Fine, fine. Anti-lock brakes, dual airbags, no charged quad captain's chairs. Mulligan?
Go ahead, give it a belt.
A little more power, eh? How about 200 horsepower? Mulligan?
Pick one up for $349 a month.
It's always been Ford.
There's a hostage situation on Alcatraz. On June 7th, you refused payment, I launched the gas.
This chemical's beyond anything you can imagine.
Alcatraz. You know the Rock. You broke out successfully. Is back in business.
Welcome to the Rock.
From the producers of Top Gun and Crimson Tide.
You enjoying this?
Sean Connery, Nicolas Cage, Ed Harris.
That's just about the most awful thing I've ever seen.
The Rock, directed by Michael Bay.
Well, you have to wonder whether the Colorado Avalanche would be even more impressive if these three high scorers were in gear. They're up 2-0 in the series. They've only got 2 points from these three, and Sakic's got both of them.
They have been great killing off penalties. They've killed off the first one of this game. They've killed off 33 of the last 36 power plays in the last 2 rounds against some pretty good teams, including this one, Detroit, and the Chicago Blackhawks. So Mark Crawford seems to have everything in order. Up 2-0 in this Western Conference final. Trying to go up 3-0 tonight. Here in Denver. Long shot for Wall. That won't do it. Cleared on the boards by LaPointe. Detroit trying to get it going here. Forechecking. That is Draper, number 33. And the Avalanche get it out and down the ice. Ramsey will have to hurry. Icing has been waved off, and you talk about finishing the check. Detmarsh went in and nailed Ramsey when he touched the puck. Up goes Fedorov, and he has good speed coming in. Shot doesn't get through. He got it again, and Detmarsh took it away. 4 Avalanche on the rush to center. Falling on the play was Sakic. Fedorov coming in again. Slipped a pass into Weissman. Fedorov shot. Deflected. And out again for Forsberg. He left it at the Detroit line, and the wings shoot it in. Lefebvre starts the play. X-knife to center. Bergevin played it back in. The wings, Yzerman had to get back on side. Kozlov didn't see it. Kaminsky is moving up with Lemieux. He centered it. Mariano was back. Here's Lefebvre. Oh, what a great save by Chris Osgood on Lefebvre's bullet shot about a foot off the ice. And a great glove save by Osgood.
Well, Sylvain Lefebvre is not known for his offense, but when they had the hardest shot contest here earlier in the season, he did have the hardest shot. 98.7 miles an hour, and he lets a 90-mile-an-hour go here, and Osgood is tested completely. And he makes his first big stop of the game.
That was a beauty. That puck was headed for the left side, inside the post. Half foot or so, and Osgood comes up with that great glove save. That's the kind of goaltending that Scotty Bowman is expecting from Osgood. He's had it in these playoffs before, and he needs it tonight.
Can you imagine having a 1.90 goals against average in the playoffs, and you've lost 5 games? Obviously, goals for the nemesis of the team in red.
Draper wins the draw cleanly. Hit the side of the net, though, as Ramsey tried to skate away with it. Now he gives it away. Lemieux sets one up. Shot. Locked in front. Another pass comes all the way back to the line. And the wings escape that giveaway inside the blue line. Turning back now is Ozolinch. Avalanche move up. Kaminsky had to stop to get back on side. Taylor saw the hit coming from Forsberg. He likes to do that. Forsberg is behind the net, bumping his man again. The puck in front of the goal cleared up. Taylor has one man to beat. He's coming in on Gusarov, who played him with the stick and poked it away from him. Marianov at center, shot it in over the line. Cleared to the line, but kept in there. Eriksson, number 34, getting his first shift. Big guy, 6'3", 218 pounds. He's from Bolinas, Sweden. Number 34, and you have to back up in a hurry now as the Avalanche are coming out, led by Keane. He's up over the line, dropped it back to Ricci, and his shot deflected away. And the Wings get it out of the zone. 6.5 minutes into the first period. No score. Colorado coming close, though. Wings organize. Lead pass. Would have been onside had it been played by McCarty. But the Avalanche get it to center again. Sakic is given a bump in the line by Konstantinov. Stopped Sakic in his tracks. Petty saw him up on the boards. McCarty, look out. And he was hit. Through center. Avalanche come back to stop Fedorov. Cleared to center ice again. Pettisov slipped the neat pass into Yzerman. Yzerman left it for Fedorov. He had to back off. Yzerman keeps going, though. Centered it. And Adam Foote was in front of the goal and cleared it away. Long shot off the skate. Yzerman deflected it. Another one. Oh, stop that one. Shot down the ice. Konstantinov is coming back. And that's an icing call against the Avalanche. Still no score, nearing the 8-minute mark.
It's our most spectacular spring and summer fashion sale ever. 25 to 60% off everything. 2 incredible days. Celebrate 25, 40, 50, 60% savings on everything. It's Canada's one and only $300 million spring and summer fashion sale for the whole family. Sale starts this Saturday, 8:30 a.m.
Some Canadians think of True Value as their locally owned neighborhood store. Truth is, we're part of 6,000 stores worldwide dedicated to value. Here's proof. Premium half-inch 4-ply rubber vinyl hose, 50 feet for $13.97. Store up to 200 feet of hose on the smell nor portable hose reel, just $29.97. This Trek 2.5-pound 100% polyester fill sleeping bag, $36.97. True Value, the friendliness of a neighbor, the strength of a chain.
Well, a welcome sight. The captain has returned to the Red Wings. Steve Yzerman is playing tonight, as we mentioned. He's tied for third in points in the NHL playoff scoring and tied for first in power play points. And if he can play anywhere near the way he played up till the time he got hurt, it'll be the biggest shot in the arm the Red Wings could ask for. Martin Lapointe blocking a shot. And you'll see more forwards doing that at this time of the year than you will at any other time of the year. And the Red Wings are on the shelf. They know. They don't want to go down 3-zip.
Red Wings have had just the one shot so far. Make that 2. Same as Avalanche. No score, though. Stopping the puck at the line and losing it on Lemieux down the ice. Ramsey had it blocked. Thought so. Tipped into the center ice area. Avalanche back. They pass it through center. Forsberg missed it, though. And the Wings pick it up. Primo tried a long shot in wide of the net. Law hollering to Lefebvre to move in a hurry. Huey Krupp has to go the other way now against Doug Brown. Made the move to Sylvain Lefebvre. And he lifts a high one down the ice. Wings come back to pick it up. Brown just threw it to center. Lefebvre will wrap it back in. Osgood out. Avalanche changing. Ramsey stepping to center. Got as far as the red line and wrapped it in. Decision. But away from Lapointe. He got some help on that play. Long rink-wide pass. Avalanche dump it in off the stick of Denmark. Now he's in forechecking. He really hits when he goes in. Cleared to center ice. A little bit too far for Taylor. Avalanche pick it up and come in. Shot by Sakic. And wrist shot again. When it was low on the glove side, Sakic stays with it. Forechecking hard. On the boards. Konstantinov bumped by Sakic. The Red Wings get it out of the zone. looking for the first goal. Up they come. It's at the line and the long shot high. And over the net. Fedorov going behind the net. It is centered. They score! McCarty centered it. And Waugh was moving out. And I think it hit Patrick Waugh and got in behind him. 1-0. Detroit leading.
And you can bet on the Red Wing bench. They're screaming to each other, he's human, he's human. And McCarty gets a soft goal on Patrick Waugh to give them a lead. 10:38 left in the first period. Here's a look. McCarty jumps in and he just comes around on the wraparound and he hardly gets it past the icing line. And you were right, Bob, it goes between the legs of Patrick Waugh, who made the fatal error of lifting up his stick. And you can see where the puck goes.
Harry, when the Wings score first in the playoffs, they are 7-2. When the opponents score first, the Wings are 1-5, if that's any indication. Well, McCarty gets credit for the goal. Fedorov and Taylor will draw the assist. 9:22 is the time. 1-0 Detroit. What a big goal. What a big break for the Red Wings. As you know, they have to be doubting themselves a little bit. Down 2-0 to Colorado. As you mentioned, the way Patrick Waugh has been so steady. They beat them here. And they move it out over their own line again to center. Fedorov is giving chase. He gets it back in the net. Dumped it out front. Didn't look out front. Two Avalanche players were waiting for the pass out. Dumped ahead again for Eiserman. He was turning around and couldn't play it. Keane forechecking for Colorado. Erickson, number 34, played it. Miscued, really. And he was bumped to the ice. Got it back again to the line. Lefebvre shoots. Another glove save by Chris Osgood. And Lefebvre looks in. He went low with the first one, high with the second one. Osgood caught them both.
Well, the Red Wings, you don't have to be a locksmith to figure out the keys that they have to win this game. Osgood's got to steal a game. Don Cherry mentioned that one. These four Red Wings have got to score. I don't care how well they play, how hard they work, how tough they are, how many lovely passes they make. They have to score. And I have seen the passion and intensity that we saw against the Blues in Game 6 and 7 already tonight. And Scotty Bowman said, we got to get some red shirts in front of Patrick Waugh if we want to beat him. And Osgood has made 3 dazzling stops already, 2 of them off the stick of Sylvain Lefebvre. A very careless clearing pass by Fedorov right to Lefebvre. Mr. Bowman.
To the right of Osgood. Goche will drop it in between Forsberg and Draper. Forsberg won it. Ozelin shot. Bullet shot, but off the net. Hit high. Onto the glass. Red Wings, 3 of them line up and come across center. A point coming in to take the hit. He did. The puck rolled ahead of him to the other side. Ramsey fired one. Tipped in front of the net. Here comes Kozlov. From the corner, centered. They score! In and out like a bullet. Lidstrom came in and got the pass 30 feet in front of Waugh. And suddenly it's 2-0. Detroit Red Wings are leading.
Lidstrom came off the point when the puck was behind the Avalanche net, and then he just started it toward the net. Now, whether he scored or whether it was tipped, I'm not sure. Martin Lapointe, number 20, was in front. Lots of hustle. There's the shot. And now Lidstrom comes down the middle of the zone. There he is. Nobody on him. Lets it go. I don't think Lapointe touched it. I think it's Lidstrom's goal.
Detroit getting 2 goals in 1 minute and 9 seconds to take a 2-0 lead on Colorado. Scoring play on that second one in a moment. Marianov is bumped to the ice. And Gregson has called the play. That'll be a penalty call again. Only his second in this period. Could be against the Avalanche. Gloves are being thrown around now. what is this? The goal scored by Lidstrom. Kozlov and Lapointe got assists. And the time was 10:31 to make it 2-0. He's cut.
Adam Foote is the injured player. He'll be back. He's going to go in and get some stitches. He's not too happy about it. Why would he be? The Avalanche are complaining bitterly for a 5-minute major penalty here. As yet, we have not seen the referee signal there is a penalty. And Gregson's talking to 15 guys at the same time, and he wants to get the game underway. No doubt about the fact that Foote was cut. Who did it, how he did it, where it happened.
Gregson called the play, stopping the play when he saw the injured player.
Here's Kozlov and Foote fighting for the puck. Kozlov twists him around and gives him the old cocoa bonk off the glass. So it's not a high sticking penalty, that's for sure. But it split his forehead, and there's no penalty by the look of it on the call.
Primo is over talking to the referee now. Patrick Roy wants to get 2 cents in here. He saw it all because you see where Wall is standing, where he's watching it. He saw it all.
I can see why there's no penalty on that. We see that happen 25 times a night. But 16,000 fans don't agree with me, Bob, here in Denver, Colorado, including Mark Crawford.
Don't think so.
It's too bad Adam Foote got cut. I'm not saying that, but Kozlov was just trying to get on the right side of the glass. Foote was on the wrong side. And there's Kozlov, and that's the most noise he's made this series. That's for sure.
Well, he did put his glove behind him and threw his face into the glass.
That nasty little devil. This is the Stanley Cup. You do what you have to do to win, and the Red Wings appear to be in that mood tonight.
Well, there is no penalty called. Here's the 2-0.
Colorado's been excellent on the defensive zone coverage, but somebody forgot to take the right point man, number 5, Lidstrom, and he walked right down the middle of the rink and let the wrist shot go that beat Patrick Roy.
Look at Mark Crawford up on the bench.
He's lobbying for the next call. That's what he wants. He knows he's lost this one. He's looking for the next call.
Patrick Roy just now getting ready. A little bit of a protest. He's been beaten twice. It's 2-0 Detroit. 9 minutes and 2 seconds left in the first period. And the Avalanche move up. Huey Krug couldn't get all of it. Now it's rolled in and rolled back out to Yzerman. Krug comes up trying to hit Fedorov. He saw him come up though and moved away in time. Stopped in front of the net. Fedorov is in there. Brown is pushed off the puck in the corner. And Lecision takes a hard hit as he got the puck out. Yzerman bumped by Keane. Krug bumped by Fedorov. So he's not picking his sizes. Eriksson in on the boards and looking for it. He backs off now. Watching 2 teammates fight for it. Now he gets it. Eriksson, short pass ahead. The Wings just get it out. And the play call with 8:08 left to go in period 1.
Excuse me, what kind of money is that? Let me field this one, Ted. Totally unique gift certificates. How'd I get them? Glad you asked. Through the Royal Bank Visa Classic 2 card. Every time I use it, I get points that I can redeem for these little babies. Good at any Eaton's or Radio Shack location. And my Classic 2 card gets me instant discounts at selected partners, purchase protection insurance, and great prices on travel.
The new Royal Bank Visa Classic 2. More power to you.
I should get one. It'll change your life.
Here's the 97 Escort. It's all brand new. We've got a sedan and a big wagon, too. Both have more power than they did in the past, with new 4-door styling that's sure to last. Each have dual airbags if danger comes knocking, and new premium speakers to keep you rocking. plenty of room and handsome good looks. The decision is easy. There's just one hook. With 2 cars this great, you'll have to think twice. For both sedan and wagon are exactly the same price.
Last stoppage by Gregson. 2 penalties. Ricci of Colorado, Brown of Detroit.
Here it is right here, 17 in red, 9 in white, battling for the puck along the boards. And they both get involved, and they both will sit 2. And we'll play 4 skaters against 4 here, with 8:08 to go in the first.
With the score, Detroit 2, Colorado nothing. 4-on-4, Larionov trying to get up there, but Kaminsky is in front of him. Stopped him from moving in on the puck. Fetisov backs up in the Detroit zone. Again, Fetisov, rink wide with a sweat pass. And up goes Larionov, getting the zone. Hangs onto it, dumped it ahead. Draper shot it back at the net. There goes Fetisov up the boards, takes the hit, but Konstantinov coming along the line. Keeping it in, now he has to leave it. And it's shot in deep by Fetisov. Crew cut it back out. Fetisov back in his own zone. Mishandled it, so he had to back up for it. 4-on-4. They move to center. Fetisov doesn't handle it cleanly, but Yzerman, I'll tell you, does. He gets in front, flipped it back, it's near the line. And now forced to go back out was Fedorov. He made a good move, twisting and turning. Got it up there for Yzerman, but Krupp slapped it back down the ice. Lidstrom dropping it back. Detroit in control, looking very comfortable now with a 2-0 lead and the long shot. Right in on the net. Law, an easy stop. Colorado back. Ozelic tipped it out over the line. Detmars gets up over the Detroit line. Keeps going. He passed 2 checkers. Gets hit back at the net. Falls. And the Red Wings will come out. Kozlov got it as far as the line. And he was stopped. Pass that was blind got away from Primo. Ramsey dumped it in over the line. Gusarov backing up. Takes it in back in his own net for Ozelic. Lost it. Primo kept it in deep. And Yell will circle the net. Out he comes. Up to center. Gaining a bit of speed going in. Along the boards, and Bergevin caught him. The Avalanche in. Can't keep it in. It's cleared back out by Doug Brown. He gets a little room to go in there. And Eriksson up there with him. Taylor took a shot. What a save. Ozelic back of the goal. And it's Taylor in the center ice area. Shooting it back in. Taylor and Lemieux had it going. But the penalty has been called on the other side. And it's against Detroit.
Jesse, look at the horses. Watch how they keep their heads still. Their feet barely touch the ground, like it's on fire.
This advice from his coach won Jesse Owens 4 gold medals in the 1936 Olympics. And while the training and preparation is a little different today, the spirit of Jesse Owens will be running in Donovan Bailey's shoes in Atlanta.
Here at 14-19, Mark Bergevin gets an elbowing penalty for Detroit.
Well, he pitches down the boards to try to keep the puck alive and throws that elbow over the head of the Avalanche winger. Here's a better look at it. You can see that referee Gregson was 10 feet away and made the call, and the Red Wings are on the penalty kill.
1 for 4 in game 2. The Avalanche and the Joe Louis. 1 for 9 in the series. So the penalty killing all around has been good. It is 2-0 Detroit. As the first period is winding down. Coming up to the 15-minute mark. Centering pass in front of the wall. Very dangerous. The Avalanche get it out. Stopped in the center ice zone by Brown. Shoots it in again. Avalanche back. Sakic. Kaminsky. And Young up front. They're coming up with Ricci. Sakic stopping at center. Allowed to come in. Dumped it into the corner. Konstantinov, the first one in there. When he rolled it back, didn't see Ricci coming in. Ricci can't hang on to it. Cleared back out by Yzerman. Avalanche on it. Not for long. Lidstrom, who has one of the goals, picks the opening and clears it in. 1 minute gone to the penalty. Troy leading 2-0. Avalanche trying to get on the board. Avalanche was going off. Couldn't play it. Forsberg all the way back in his own zone to try and start the power play up. There's a pass. That's a dandy to Denmarsh. Stop. Rebound. Score. They get a power play goal. Lemieux getting the rebound. A big stop by Osgood, really. And then the rebound. And that gets this crowd into it. 2-1 now.
Claude Lemieux trailed the play. He's been held pointless the last 2 games. That's his first goal in the last 8, counting tonight. And you're right, Osgood made a real fine stop on Denmarsh, but the rebound squirted right out to Lemieux, who beat all the Red Wings to it, and he put it in past the helpless Osgood. Here's another look. Here comes Lemieux down the middle. You can see him. The Red Wing player, Larionov, can't control his stick. Not many can take Lemieux on in a strength contest.
Lemieux's 4th goal of the playoffs. And a big one it is on a power play. Listen to this crowd, would you? Something. All the radio talk shows are talking hockey. All the cab drivers are talking hockey. Everybody around the hotel talks hockey. 4 major teams in Denver: basketball, baseball, which incidentally is sold out again tonight across town. This place is jammed. No championship yet for Denver. They're looking for one this year, but they're up against a gutsy Red Wing team tonight. 2-1. Detroit leads as Lemieux scores at 15:37 from Denmarsh. Sakic on the power play. 4 minutes left in the first period. Red Wings clear it out of the zone and make changes. Lefebvre is back. Ahead to Clem. Clem dumps it in. He heads off to the Colorado bench. So the 2 teams have the fresh guys on now. Kozlov is poke-checked by Kamensky. Konstantinov to Fetisov. He can't get it out. Avalanche was moving up to keep it in. And they're in forechecking with a vengeance. Hard hitting. Ahead by Fetisov, and Kozlov gets away. Fetisov joins the rush. Kozlov coming in. The backhander, no problem on the angle for Patrick Waugh. And a little pushing and shoving behind the net. Oh! Claude Lemieux threw a right hand. That was from right field, and he is going to go pushing and shoving, and Lemieux said he's had enough, and he threw that right hand, and it landed.
And if you think the other was a penalty, this one is a major. Claude Lemieux from behind just suckered the Red Wing player with a glove-on punch, and you have to wonder whether he gets 2 or 4.
We'll get the penalties for you when we come back.
Where do you go when the movie's over? Or after you've made the last play? What do you do when you've danced the last dance? But it's too early to call it a day.
It's never too late to get a little something at Taco Bell. After that, it's up to you.
There's nothing ordinary about it, Taco Bell.
Powered by partnership, driven by performance. The same motto that propels this rowing team to the top is the guiding principle at Dynamic Mutual Funds. Along with your independent financial advisor, you have a dynamic team of dedicated managers, partners, pulling together to achieve the only financial goals that really matter, yours. Dynamic Mutual Funds, your partner for dynamic performance.
Penalties have been announced. 2 minutes. Kozlov roughing. Lemieux roughing. Forsberg roughing.
Well, Forsberg and Kozlov got involved first right here. And then, of course, everybody came in and got involved. And now you're going to see one of the all-time from-behind sucker punches on Kozlov 13. He took a shot right there. If you're going to get into one of these, get your back to the glass. As Kozlov now knows. Claude Lemieux, the super pest, in the hair of everybody he's ever played against. It's one of his talents, I would say.
Well, you can't say they're not all here to play tonight. We've got a good clip to this first period. Detroit went up 2-0. Lemieux scored on a power play for Colorado. A fade. Bumping with Cicerelli. He finally goes down on a second hit. Play stopped again with a pile-up in on the boards. This could be fun before this one is done.
Well, Sylvain Lefebvre meeting his old enemy Dino Cicerelli on the boards, and they fought for space. They fought to see who could stand up the longest, and 2 tough customers getting involved right there. Lefebvre and the smaller, but equally tough Dino Cicerelli.
Two minutes and 53 seconds remaining in the first period. 2-1 is the score. Detroit leading in a must-win for the Red Wings.
I think Crawford took Lefebvre off so he wouldn't get another penalty, realizing how upset he is. And he's a level-headed guy usually.
Detroit, 5 of them inside the line, and they can't hold it in. On the power play, chance to get that 2-goal lead back. Through center, broken up by Yell. Shot it in deep. Keane, a penalty killer with Yell. Is in for checking. Lidstrom will swing out over the line. Moved away from Keane and then shot it from center ice. Annan couldn't pick it up. It's kept inside. Fedorov fired one back of the goal. In around the net. Back to the line. Fedorov winding up. Here's the shot by Yzerman and a great save by Patrick Waugh. That one was labeled. Waugh makes his best.
In the first 2 games in Detroit, you saw very few, if any, of those short pass-outs from the icing liner behind it to the Red Wing in the slot. This time it worked, and Patrick Waugh came off the post and out, as you're going to see right here, off the post and out, and makes the stop. It's coming up. There he is right there, out. Whoa, reached right back. Marvelous save.
Isn't that something? It's worth another look from this angle where Patrick was lined up for it. Look out. Got it. That's great stuff. Still 2-1. Detroit on the power play. They'll have to come back. 55 seconds left to the penalty. Moving up. Primo trying to split the defenseman. Lefebvre stayed with him, carried him right into the corner. Back to the net on the other side. Brown reversing the flow. And it's kept in by Fetisov. Back to the net again. Primo stopped. Gusarov cleared it over to one side to Sakic. He knew the hit was coming, was ready for it. Now Lefebvre turning the other way, trying to backhand it out, stopped by Fetisov. Troya with the pressure on. Fetisov at the line, slides, long pass in. Gusarov watching his man. Fetisov takes the shot. Oh, the save. Detroit stay on it. Forsberg is out of the penalty box. And Sakic clears the zone. We're in the final minute of the first period. Detroit leading 2-1. Power play over. They move to center. Nice play. Wow, the save off LaPointe. He's hot again tonight by the looks of it. Adam Foote. He's okay. Back on there for Colorado. Cleared into Deadmarsh. Along the boards, and he's stopped by Ramsey. Here's Huey Krupp, however. Shot it in back of the net, and Deadmarsh being pounded. He takes all of that. And LaPointe has to hustle it off the boards and get it out and down the ice. Ozelinch rolled it ahead to the line. Kamensky was back. Deadmarsh trying to find Yell. McCurdy gets to the puck. Up to center. 5 seconds left in the period. The Avalanche dump it in on the net. That'll do it for the first period here in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, Don Cherry in the coach's corner in our first intermission. The score after one hectic period here in Colorado. Detroit 2, Colorado 1.
Steve, 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Looking for something?
Oh. Honey, have you seen my contacts?
Steve, what am I wearing?
What are you wearing? Blue dress with little red flowers.
Yeah.
Let's go.
AccuView disposable contact lenses. The ones to remember because they're so easy to forget.
Got the keys?
Key.
The only thing better than having a really great time is having it to remember in pictures, which is why when it comes to photo finishing, it's London Drugs for famous quality and satisfaction guaranteed. We use only the best equipment to make the most of your memories, and the London Drugs photo finishing expert checks every print to ensure that it's picture perfect. Nobody does it better than London Drugs.
Get a second set of prints free with each color print film you bring in for developing.
Life's complicated. Keep it simple. Clear your mind. 7-Up.
Bruce Willis is Lieutenant John McClane in 3 of the most explosive action films of all time. The Die Hard trilogy, featuring Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Are you aiming for these people?
Die Hard 2 and the original Die Hard. The Die Hard trilogy. Buy it today.
Coach's Corner with Don Cherry. Brought to you by Green Cross. First aid for lawns and gardens.
If you want to play on the best grass in the world, eliminate all your dandelions and a whole bunch of other weeds too with Killex.
Killex from Green Cross. First aid for lawns and gardens.
Yes, it was all Detroit until suddenly Gary Glitter's Rock and Roll Part 2 echoed through the building.
Part 2, we were the first pro team, as I've said many times here when I was here, Rock and Roll Part 2. And I'll tell you a funny story about that. The big thing was going on, number 1 was their big one. They said, well, what do we do for number 2 on the other side. They said, well, we'll just throw something on and say, hey. By the way, I got to show you something, all right? Cameraman said, stand still, okay? All right, I got to show you something. I went in the dressing room. This is a new thing for you kids, all right? You know how you talked about it was sticky? You had a stick and it was sticky?
Uwe Krupp stick the other night.
I made this up for you to show you kids what to do. This is sticky electric tape, all right? And what they do, this is Simon's stick. They go up and down like this, and they use it over and over and over again, like this here. You see how he did it? Up and down. Iserman does it, or you should see how sticky his is. And when you grab it like this, it doesn't slip on you. Remember, kids? All this is the stick cut off, and...
You're the construction workers. That's not friction tape?
Yeah, that's electrical tape, we call it, friction tape. They have friction tape, too, but it's not sticky. This is sticky stuff, all right? I did that for you.
How do you think Stevie Yzerman's playing?
Stevie Yzerman, you notice they got him on a wing. They got him on a wing because then he can go up and down. He doesn't have to go all over the place playing left wing. And he's doing a good job. What a save, Pat Roy.
And Chris Osgood made a great glove grab earlier in the period. What do you think?
He should have had him, but on that Lemieux, he had no. Osgood played great. He should have had. He makes all I ask my goalies to do: make the first save. Don't worry about the rebound. They should have had Lemieux.
Claude was strong on that. Did you think it should have been a penalty on Kozlov when he took footer around?
To give him a little shot, maybe two, was something like that. But everybody wonders why Lemieux was even a more obnoxious. He hit Kozlov because he did that. The foot. I like Lemieux that way. And that little Kozlov, he's all right.
Tough.
Took the mask off, got a Canadian helmet.
A year ago, he was dreaming of Scott Stevens overnight.
Yeah.
So, but I agree with Harry. I like Gregson letting him play on that one.
Good one.
Okay, I know that you and Chris Simon, speaking of him, and Craig Wolanin had an interesting chat the other night.
Yeah, and I know this game isn't over. It's a long ways to go. But I said to Chris and I said to Craig, I says, you guys are going to go back to Denver. Oh, we're up to nothing. Oh, well, this is all over. You'll get with the wives and the girlfriends and everything. I know he took them to the hotel, but it's not the same. I said, Detroit's going to get together. They're going to be ready to go. And I said, look out for them because they'll be ready, and they were ready in the morning skate.
Absolutely. Barry Smith chased the Avalanche who were still on the ice so they could get on for their morning skate.
So they're ready, but it's a long ways from over. They'll get, I could just hear the paint peeling off the walls with Crawford right now.
What do you think about icings?
Icing, now I know here he comes again. Here we go again on the icings. We talked to Chris. Chris is a guy that goes in and hits. Great big tough guy. We talked to Craig Wolanin, the guy that's got to go back, big tough guy. Both of them are for the automatic icings. And the big thing that happens, what's happening now, what they want the linesmen to do, and I know it's kind of tough. I got to hurry this up. No. They want the linesmen to yell, icing, icing. They don't want them, is it icing, is it not icing? Because they're hedging a little bit now. And if it's icing, Chris Simon told me he would not hit him, but they don't know. The goalies don't know whether to put their hand up or not. So Haller, Gary, get them. The only guy they say is this kid, Gerard, out here tonight, the older guys. Well, Haller
Gerard Gauthier, and I saw Kevin Collins, too, was signaling, helping out.
But Haller!
You saw Fedosov. You brought a clip about Fedosov saying to the linesman the other night he was all upset.
Watch this. He didn't get hit bad, but he didn't know it was icing. Nobody knew. Watch this here. Fedosov says a little now. He's going back. Holler at him. Holler at him. He doesn't know. You see that? Now he goes over and he says, will you try telling me it's icing? Let me know if it's icing. How the hell do we know whether it's icing or not? And Pat Peake and a lot of my friends have been hurt by that. And anybody, Watson, Joe Watson, right here in this building, broke his leg on an icing 17 places. He never played another game. And anybody that doesn't want the automatic is because of one reason only. They never played the game, and they like to see the snow and stuff like that. Get on that, Gary.
You like touch, you're out of touch.
Yes.
I know the final thought is...
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Maple Ridge, BC. I got it written down here. Cam Neely, Brendan Morrison, Michigan scored the clincher for the championship. Greg Moore, the great Indy racer, he's fourth the point standing now, but one of the best of them all. Larry Rocker, listen to this here, National League record, 6 consecutive extra base hits, 2 doubles, 2 triples, and a homer. I wonder how he's doing now. Anyhow, let's see it doing right now. Larry Walker, what a guy. Montreal should have kept this guy.
Had a chance at a Major League record tonight if he got an extra base hit in his first at-bat. We'll have to follow that if we can.
Look at this guy. Is this guy something or what? I'll tell you that you're proud of him. He's the second best baseball player to ever come out of Canada. Fergie Jenkins's right now. If he keeps going the way he is, I'll tell you, he'll be in the Hall of Famer too. These are the early ones right now. Not only can he hit, look at that. He's no punker. Watch this catch coming up here. Beauty slide too. Watch, he comes right across there. He's no home run hitter that, just sits out there and falls asleep. Now we got the one coming up. Have we?
Yeah, I think
we got the one coming up of the 6 consecutive hits. Does he power them out of here? What a guy. Maple Ridge, BC, Wangle. See him lift that leg and put it out? Not bad crowd. Sell out, as Bob said all the time.
Show one more and...
oh, we can't get them all in?
Well, we're running a little tough for time.
Oh,
Is that great or what?
That's a great guy. Larry Walker, I love the guy. Maple Ridge, BC.
That's vintage cherries, always a touch of maple, even if we have to suffer those icings up north. Gripping stuff on Coach's Corner on Molson Hockey Night in Canada.
What was
on CBC.
What was that one?
Maple. Touch of maple. Canadian.
Coach's Corner on CBC. Brought to you by Green Cross. First aid for lawns and gardens.
Voila, the telephone.
Oh, good. Where was it?
Microwave. At least we should sign up for one of these long-distance things, huh?
Well, everyone we know is back east.
Yeah. Well, I think this says we can get 20% off. Well, it's only on 3 numbers.
3? That's it?
Introducing a long-distance plan that makes sense. 25% off. All calls, anytime, anywhere. When you spend $25 a month, call 1-800-670-7000.
Did you have anything to do with this?
Oh, what are you saying? I complicate things?
I'm just saying. There's got to be something better.
You never know when you or someone in your family could get sick and need medicine. That's why many of our pharmacies stay open until midnight or 24 hours a day. Because regardless of the cuts to our healthcare system, you should have access to essential services. And we believe that includes getting the medicine you need, even if it's 3 a.m. Please call for a location that's open late near you.
Dad, why would Spider-Man be on a bus?
Because he couldn't get a cab?
No way, there's the Hulk. Hey, where are you guys going?
They're going to McDonald's, where you can find 8 of the greatest superheroes, because with every $2.99 cheeseburger Happy Meal you buy, your kids get a superhero action toy, like the Invisible Woman or the web-whipping Spider-Man. One with each Marvel superhero Happy Meal you buy.
Look, it's the Invisible Woman.
Have you had your break today?
Huh. I didn't see her on the bus.
Is the story of a country.
Good evening.
And each night the story changes.
And on our magazine.
In the place we call home.
St. John's.
Quebec City.
Ottawa. Edmonton.
Vancouver.
Peter Mansbridge and Hannah Gardner, The National, tonight.
Stanley Cup engravings. Brought to you by the Hockey Hall of Fame and by Ford Motor Company of Canada Limited, makers of the all-new 1997 Ford Escort.
Tonight, a Stanley Cup first.
This is the 97 Escort. Did you know it's all new? If you knew that it's new, did you know that the wagon's new too? The engine is new, the suspension is new. A safety cage protects but stays out of view. It's quieter inside to shush out the out. With premium speakers that really shout. This Escort is great. This Escort is nice. This Escort's got it all, to be quite concise. So why not check out the newest Escort this season? We've given you every rhyme and rhymed every reason.
Marguerite Norris's name on the Stanley Cup has special significance. The 1954 Detroit Red Wings, led by Gordie Howe, defeated the Montreal Canadiens in a thrilling 7-game series to capture their 3rd Stanley Cup in 5 years. Marguerite, daughter of the late James Norris, was the president of the team that year, and she accepted the Stanley Cup, becoming the first woman in history and one of only 3 to have her name engraved on Lord Stanley's top trophy.
Stanley Cup engravings. Brought to you by the Hockey Hall of Fame and by Ford Motor Company of Canada Limited, makers of the all-new 1997 Ford Escort.
Here's how I describe the Goodyear Infinitrid, if I had the right camera equipment.
First, Goodyear revolutionized wet traction with a deep groove AquaTread. Now, Goodyear does it again with a first lifetime tread life warranty. The new all-season Infinitred. Engineered with high tensile steel belts and the latest molecular compounds, the new Infinitred is guaranteed to last as long as you own your car. For traction, for tread life, the new Infinitred. Is it any wonder more people ride on Goodyear?
Think the local telephone company is saving your business the most money on toll-free 800 and 888 service? Think again. Introducing the most for business from Sprint Canada. It's better volume discounts on toll-free service. It's bigger savings should you sign up for an 800 and long-distance service. Guaranteed. It's a lower bill with detailed reporting. It's about time someone worked harder for your business. Get the most for your business. From Sprint Canada. Call 1-888-400-SAVE for details.
People today seem to have a lot more trouble relaxing than they used to.
So Mom and I have a home hardware prescription.
If a little stress is a problem, take 2 of these after lunch.
For a more severe case, you may need a higher dosage.
In extreme cases, radical treatment may be called for.
And you also need to eat well.
Great price, friendly advice at Home Hardware.
With 900 clinics in neighborhoods all across Canada.
Back after 20 minutes with Dave Lewis of the Red Wings up 2-1. And Dave, what were you looking at on video a moment ago?
Well, we just wanted to check the Lemieux sucker punch on Kozlov. That's what we're looking at right now.
You think that's a retribution, of course, for the incident with Kozlov and Foot earlier?
I'm not exactly sure why he did it, but I know Kazi didn't see the punch coming at all, so.
Right. It's an intense period. It was a great first period, and you've got to be pleased with the outcome after 20.
Well, exactly. It's nice to get that first goal, and then obviously get the second goal, too. So, there's still 2 periods to play. We want to come out and play strong defensively in the third or second period here.
And Yzerman seemed to be able to take all the shifts you put at him.
Exactly. He didn't look out of place at all. He's skating. He's taking some face-offs on the power play, so he looks fine.
Keep her going.
Thank you.
Thanks to Dave Lewis. It's the Detroit Red Wings leading the Colorado Avalanche here in Game 3 by a score of 2-1 in Game 3 of the Western Conference Final Series.
Life's complicated. Keep it simple. Clear your mind. 7-Up.
Say goodbye to the work week and hello to Canadian Tire's long weekend sale.
It's time to save on the things that I like to do best. 4 liters of Motormaster Formula 2000 motor oil, just $5.76.
I save 25% on Formula 2001 products like Super Protectant, tire foam, and wheel cleaner.
Higher temperatures, lower prices. I've got to get to my store before the weekend.
Canadian Tire. Everyday low prices made better.
The people of Northwest Airlines are very excited about bringing you expanded service between Canada and the world, offering low fares, convenient schedules, and on-time connections from Canada to hundreds of destinations. Plus, Northwest Airlines Connect First program with free first-class upgrades and 1,000 World Perks bonus miles on qualifying round-trip flights. Come aboard, Canada. You'll see, some people just know how to fly.
Life's complicated. Keep it simple. Clear your mind. 7-Up.
When it comes to broadleaf weed control, nothing performs like Refine Extra. Refine Extra is easy to handle. It's completely crop safe. And it handles all your broadleaf problems in oats, barley, and wheat, including wild buckwheat. And top growth control of Canada thistle. Refine Extra. A knock-em-dead performance nothing can match.
This portion of Molson Hockey Night in Canada on CBC is brought to you by Ford Motor Company of Canada Limited and by Pepsi Stuff. People who drink it, get it.
And this is Bob Cole and Harry Neal back again at the McNichols Sports Arena in Denver, Colorado. After 1 period, it is Detroit Red Wings 2, Colorado Avalanche 1. McCarty got the first goal at 9:22 from Fedorov and Taylor in off Waugh's skate. At 10:31, Lidstrom made it 2-0. The place was silent, but not for long. At 15:37, Claude Lemieux getting a rebound and scoring on a power play to make it 2-1. And the place was jumping again. Fedorov comes in and wins the faceoff from Forsberg. Forsberg got it back, though, very quickly and shot it in. Kamensky trying to get loose. Red Wings pick it up. Lemieux forechecking, missed his man. Here's McCarty drilling a shot. Rebound. Jump from the line, doesn't get through. Out goes Lemieux again. Kamensky coming up. Lemieux is stopped. Great play by Lidstrom. Pass intended for the winger Kamensky coming in. Lidstrom digs the puck off the boards and gets it ahead. McCarty is pinned. Fedorov reaches in forward and just lifts it away and down the ice. Avalanche coming back. The two teams will change as he goes in front of Roy. Cleared in from the Colorado side of the center ice. Icing waved off. Sakic coming up after it. Ramsey stepped in front of him. Primo can't get by Keane. Marianov lost it. Fetisov recovered and shot it away. This will be an icing call against Detroit.
I'm sure Mark Crawford a little upset with his team. They had very little offense going in the first period. Only 3 forwards got shots, 1 apiece. That's not good enough. Mike Ramsey, who's one of the safest playing defensemen in the National League, walked in to take a shot and gets trapped. And Yzerman fills in for him. And here's a long 2-on-1. And what a nice play by Lidstrom. Wouldn't let Lemieux make the pass. And so a good scoring opportunity never does result.
Made sure he stayed on the outside, too. On the faceoff, Eriksson. Scotty Bowman is using Eriksson quite a bit in this game tonight. Here he comes again, number 34. Moved it quickly, but couldn't get it off the boards and out. Deadmarsh trying to center one. Sakic ever dangerous after it. Dewey Krupp from the blue line, tipped in front of the net, and Osgood was in position and shot away. And down the ice, Dewey Krupp coming back, another icing call against Detroit. When McCarty scored in the first period for Detroit, it was the first time a forward scored for the Red Wings since Steve Yzerman's heroic goal in double overtime to eliminate St. Louis.
About a month ago, it seems like, if you were in the Red Wing. Joe Sakic shows you here, you don't have to be big, you have to be smart to make a good takeout. He gets a perfect angle and just shuts Fetisov off. And Sakic is not known as a body checker. He does it again over here. Get the angle on the guy and just angle him into the glass.
Ricci on the face-off with Primo, and Primo controlled Ricci easily. Lidstrom for Detroit. This is Big Primo coming in and hit the shot. Foot played him well. So did Gusarov. Avalanche back to pick it up, and away they go. Yell rolled it ahead for Keane, a bit too far for him. And Ramsey pulled away from Ricci. Yell went in. Keane doing great work. Fell down, though. Turning away is Ricci. Ricci held in on the boards by Lidstrom, so Keane comes in to help him. And Ramsey bumped him. They get a whistle. And there will be a face-off in the Red Wing zone to the right of Chris Osgood.
Well, Joe Sakic's father, Marijan Sakic, from Burnaby, British Columbia, with the gray hair and the checkered shirt there. How proud he must be of his son, who is second in the National League playoffs with 21 points, first with 4 game-winning goals, 2 overtime goals, 68 shots on goal, and 14 goals, and is enjoying a 3-game point streak, 2 goals, 2 assists for 4 points, and you could only snuff him out 1 out of the 14 playoff games he's played. Get a smile on your face, Marijan.
2-1, Detroit leading Colorado here in Game 3 of the Western Conference Final. From the line, Lefebvre. Penalty being called now against Detroit. Fetisov waving his arms. He doesn't like it. There goes Mr. Gregson. Seems to know that he has seen the interference well enough, and the penalty is meted out.
Wouldn't you like just once to see a player nod his head and congratulate the referee for making the call?
Oh, yeah.
Now,
that was right down the center.
Konstantinov's going over saying, look, don't make those kind of motions. You can get 10 minutes as quick as not. And here comes the hold right here. And he's got the left arm wrapped right around Clem and won't let him go. It could have been holding. It was interference. And the veteran Soviet defenseman will watch for 2 minutes or less.
Scotty Bowman now is hoping his team can keep up the good work. Although they have given up one power play goal in the game in the first period, and Avalanche is winding up for a high shot. Comes back to him. Again, he chopped it in at the net. Kaminsky is chasing it in the corner. Ian Forsberg for Colorado. Lidstrom and Fedorov for Detroit. It'll go to Sakic. Wrist shot. Glove. Loose puck. Cleared back of the net. Lidstrom swinging at it. Doesn't know where it is. The Avalanche do. But so does Fedorov, and he helped get it out. Detroit moving up. Shot by Lidstrom. A wicked shot. He missed the top corner. Going high on the wall. And off the net. Detroit with a chance to kill a few seconds now. And then Bergevin slapped it by Avalanche all the way down the ice. 1 minute gone in the penalty. Detroit will send them back again. As far as the line, Avalanche stopped it. Sakic turning, and away he goes. Weaves his way to center into Young. Young's rink-wide pass. Ricci had it hop over his stick. Detmarsh trying to put it back at the goal. Ricci scooped it out in front. Young bumped. Ricci. Detmarsh hit the goal post. Detmarsh nailing the post. And Ricci there with him. Now to Young. Young sees Sakic back at the line. Can't get it back to him. They keep it in there, though. Fighting hard for another goal. The Avalanche, Avalanche in deep. Coming out in front. Missed the pass. And a penalty coming up. Yzerman was tripped. And the Avalanche will get a penalty, and they'll be even up. Avalanche tripped the Detroit captain, and he's going off.
And one of the reasons that trip was called, as we all know they all aren't, was that Yzerman was going to get a chance to at least ice the puck, if not dance down the ice with it. But he's tripped right here, and the puck's turned over. The referee regards that as a trip that... Here's the one off the post by Detmarsh. The puck was twirling, and he got all of it. Mark Crawford's team had some good pressure on that power play, but couldn't. Scotty trying to make a late change. So now Gregson is telling him, when I put my hand up, that's it.
6 seconds left in the penalty. To the Red Wings, Fetisov is standing in the penalty box, and he'll be out. The moment they drop the puck, this man is in. Starting now, 2 minutes for tripping.
Ramsey, because they won't let him change, and Ramsey's been out there killing a lot of the penalty to the Wings. He now goes over and changes sticks and gets a breather for everybody.
And the face-off will come outside the Detroit line. Detroit leading 2-1, nearing the 5-minute mark of the second period. Now Fetisov is out of the box, and the Red Wings have the man advantage. Backed off the boards behind Chris Osgood. And out they come, Larionov. Dishes it off to center. Cleared in by Kozlov. Out of the net. Roy stopped it effectively. It's left in the corner. And Fedorov drilled a little shot that Roy stopped on the short side. Fedorov can't keep it in. So the Red Wings have to get back on side and come back to start one more time. Lidstrom around the net. Cicerelli up on the play. Larionov carries it in. Cicerelli going for the net. Here's the shot. That's stopped by Keane, who fell in front of it. Cicerelli behind the net. Fell. Kozlov looking back to the line. Again, Fedorov shot. Scores! Fedorov took the shot, but standing in front of the net was Dino Cicerelli. And I wouldn't be surprised if Cicerelli gets credit for that goal to make it 3-1 Detroit.
Now that was a bullet shot from the point, and you're right, Cicerelli did get a stick on it, I'm almost sure. There are few players in the National League any better at maintaining their position in front and then getting their stick on it. And we've seen Cicerelli, of course, he makes a great play right here as he takes an awful wallop but still keeps the puck in the possession of his teammates. Then he fights his way to the front where the going's tough, turns around and tips it in. A beautiful goal, not a pretty one, but a beautiful goal if you play like Dino Cicerelli.
Very quick with the stick. Hand-eye coordination, incredible from Cicerelli. Fedorov and Lidstrom assisting on the goal at 5:36 to make it 3-1 Detroit. Another power play goal. This one for the Red Wings. Forsberg got the puck loose and went in. Red Wings got back to break it up and get it out again and down the ice. It'll be an icing call against Detroit. They'll get a breather as we come up to the 6-minute mark of the second. Detroit with a 2-goal spread again.
Summer sounds good, but it could sound even better. Oh yeah, the Coors Light Talking Can and Cap event. You could win the ultimate electronic playroom, a Bang & Olufsen audio system, a Sony TV, a compact Rosario, a cool phone, and a Walkman. Thousands of prizes to be won!
Look for specially marked cases or for entry without product purchase. Call 1-800-225-8255. Must be of legal drinking age.
So listen up this summer. The Coors Light Talking Can and Cap event sounds good.
Here's an amazing update on the astronomical discovery still within view of Canadians living on the prairies. The truly spectacular interstellar phenomenon known as Toyota Red Tag Days, featuring the best deals ever on new 96 Toyota cars and trucks. Red Tag Days have scientists baffled because you can lease a 96 Corolla DX Plus for as little as $279 a month. It is visible to the naked eye, but only if you hurry down to your neighborhood Toyota dealer before Toyota Red Tag Days tail off.
Dino Cicerelli gets his 5th goal of these 96 playoffs, and he's got them all on the power play. And this is a well-earned goal. He comes out in front, taking all kinds of abuse, turns around and gets a stick on it.
There's that tap in, standing right in front, back to the net, making contact. Quick shot, good! Right off the draw. At 5:56, just 20 seconds. They cut it to 1 goal again.
The draw was one right to Avalanche, and he wired it. And you can see that Osgood got just a bit of it. His 5th goal and his 15th point of these playoffs, and sticks in the top of the net to take the suspense away from the goal judge, the referee, and 16,000 fans.
And listen to them. Well, it's a great hockey city. No doubt about it. Their team coming back after seeing Detroit to go up 3-1. In 20 seconds, Avalanche gets it back to 3-2. 5:56 the time of that goal. Forsberg getting the assist. So it's Detroit 3, Avalanche 2. This has been a dandy tonight. We're in the second period, and Forsberg is on the move. In front, Avalanche again. Boy, does he love to step up there in a hurry. Couldn't quite control that one. Turning back is Fedorov. Shoots it before he hits center. Red Wings will make changes. Avalanche, Avalanche coming out of the zone and skating to center. With the hard pass to Sakic. He's across the line. Forced back a bit. Lost it. And now He holds his man down. Kozlov was hooked from behind by Sakic. And Joe Sakic is going off for hooking.
Mark Crawford doesn't like that call. Although, in all fairness, Kozlov was going to head to some good territory after he took the puck away from Joe Sakic. And Sakic hooked him from behind. But Sakic's complaining that he was hooked originally by Larionov. He was going for the old double hook rule. Call them both or don't call any.
Detroit on a power play again. They've scored once on 3 power plays in this game. Sakic, the captain, for hooking here at 6:54.
Well, the water bottle came off the net behind Chris Osgood and is sitting on the ice. There's some debris down there. So we'll have a little delay here. Well, Kevin Collins acts like a sanitary engineer back there to the left of Osgood.
Ciccarelli, of course, on the ice again. He scored on the last Detroit power play. Tipping in the shot from the blue line. And he has the puck, hands it back to Kozlov. He ripped it in. Larionov is up there also. Konstantinov at the blue line, stopped it. Coming up for the shot. That's blocked by Yell. Lidstrom, the other defenseman, on there for Detroit. Larionov sees it, gives it to him. Back to Larionov, hopped away to Ciccarelli. He's bumped by Adam Foote. Can Konstantinov stop it? Yes, he can. Kozlov can't go. And it's cleared away by Gusarov. Penalty killers are being changed up for Colorado. And they send the Red Wings back smartly. Lefebvre and Huey Krupp are the defensemen. Annan is in there on the play. For checking. Krupp shoots it down the ice. John Clem, the other penalty killer for Colorado, chasing Erickson. Hannon goes in for checking. Red Wings. Yzerman pulls away from him. Gets to the line. The pass to the right side and back through the slot. Erickson smartly to Fetisov, and his shot is blocked. Fetisov again, waiting at the blue line and going ahead to Yzerman. Yzerman forced back a bit on the boards. Now the pass. Primo lifted a skate, went by him. Fetisov is checked, keeps it in. Fetisov, Yzerman shoots, blocked, cleared out of the zone by Lefebvre. 18 seconds left in the power play. Yzerman is offside, knocked down after the play had been whistled dead. And that will draw the crowd. Yzerman is okay.
Well, Yzerman's a target tonight. Anytime you have had the publicity he's had about his injury, you know the opposition's going to test it. And Yzerman, who stepped in offside on this play right here, you can see there's the offside. Close, but good call. And Forsberg either didn't hear the whistle or didn't want to hear the whistle. He knocks Yzerman down, and 2 good hockey players slide into the corner.
16 seconds. That's all that remains in the penalty. Detroit's power play almost done. Yzerman going to the bench for a breather. 3-2. Detroit leading Colorado. Colorado up 2-0 in the series. Waugh electing to leave the net. Played it on the boards. Doesn't get it out, but Forsberg will. Bringing it to center. Rolling it ahead. Gusarov and Forsberg make the play. And Adam Foote made sure it was in deep. The penalty is over. Colorado at full strength. Lemieux chasing his man, Ramsey. He fooled him. Went the other way, and LaPointe lifted a high one, bounced it inside the line. Adam Foote is back. Draper was in for checking. Kaminsky's pass. A good one to Forsberg. He tried to shoot it through the defenseman, but it was blocked and cleared down the ice. Avalanche back. That's an icing call against Detroit. 10:29 remaining in the second.
Take the Neon Value Challenge and get no-charge air conditioning along with a $500 consumer rebate. And you'll receive dual airbags, side impact beams, a 2-liter 132-horsepower engine, automatic transmission, and a whole lot more. The Neon Value Challenge, now with no-charge air conditioning on top of all these great features for the unbelievably low price of only $14,995 at your Alberta Chrysler dealers.
Let's compare car dealers with Canadian Tire. They have licensed trained technicians. We have licensed trained technicians. They have high-tech equipment. So do we. They have nationwide guarantees. We have nationwide guarantees. They have high prices. Okay, there is one thing they have that we don't. Canadian Tire. Everyday low prices. Made better.
Well, I mentioned that Yzerman was a target tonight. Watch what Claude Lemieux tries to do when the Red Wing captain was changing on the fly about 4 minutes ago. This is a new definition, the changing on the fly. And McCarty comes in and gives Lemieux a cup. No penalties.
On the face-off, Young couldn't stop it near the blue line. Detroit on the puck in their own zone. Erickson turning around and getting it ahead. McCarty trying to flip a pass through to Yzerman. Yzerman is bumped again by Lefebvre this time. And Ozolinsh back to the net for Colorado. McCarty for checking. Ozolinsh going the other side. Pass straight through center ice. Doesn't work. McCarty had to wait outside the line. The puck hitting his skate. Now in comes Kozlov. Took a shot, turned and fired it at the side of the net. Red Wings changing. They keep it in. Now the pass intended for Kaminsky. Or rather, Konstantinov was deflected back to center. They're offside this time. Up across center was Konstantinov on the rush away offside.
Well, Konstantinov's playing with an injury too. I didn't think was quite as abrasive as he usually is in games 1 and 2, but he's reacquired that skill, and believe me, it is a skill. It's hard to play that way when you're constantly causing the opponents to be mad at you. And he has very little conscience, Vladimir Konstantinov. Every team needs a couple of conscienceless players.
Drops back into the defense spot, and the puck comes to him. Detroit 3, Colorado 2. Larionov is giving it a goal, but Gusarov was there ahead of him. And the play is called again on an icing against Detroit. 2 power play goals in the game, rather. Lemieux in the first for Colorado, and Cicerelli for Detroit here in the second.
Well, if you wonder why the Red Wing forwards, and they are small as NHL standards go, have trouble getting to the net to bother Patrick Roy, here are 6 reasons why. These are the defensemen for the Avalanche, all over 6 feet. Ozolinsh is the only one, and Gusarov under 200 pounds. And it's a rough road to get to the front of the net.
3-2 Detroit. In a game they say they have to win. Down 2-0 in the series. Shot from the blue line. Easy stop for Osgood. Saw it all the way. Stick save. Taylor plays it out across center ice for the Red Wings. Position is back. Lifted one up. And it's cleared in by Reichel. And fired back out. Colorado could not get that onside in time, as Yui Krupp had picked it up and decided to go straight in.
The Olympics are only a few weeks away. And when you buy an official Olympic cap at McDonald's for only $6.99, 50 cents goes to help send the Canadian Olympic team to Atlanta. They're great looking, but unfortunately, not quite waterproof.